AI Squad. Thank y'all so much for tuning back in with your girl. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that post bell notification so you do not miss anytime I post a new video. So y'all, I am I got a request to do Dax Eternity. He just dropped this video yesterday, so we're gonna react to it. And yeah, let's go ahead and serve a toast to Dax. I keep telling you, I gotta dive deeper into his catalog. But we're gonna do this. And just by the name alone, I know this is gonna be deep. So let me go ahead and prepare myself now. Eternity. All right.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent.
It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. You know what? That's funny that he says that, because my pastor at my church, for the New Year's sermon, he was basically saying we should count our days. Like, we should live for now, because we're here for a millisecond, like not even a millisecond of eternity. Like, if you think about that, it's kind of scary, because time is moving like crazy fast, and one day we won't be here. But he's also saying, in flip side, live for a purpose. Like, and then he asks, how long is eternity? I never really sat and thought about that in particular. But yeah, how long is eternity? And what does a life after death really consist of? Like, I'm a Christian, and I told y'all I believe in God. My thing is, you have to have faith, because faith without works is dead, right? But faith is also believing without seeing. So knowing that there is eternal life or life after death, maybe that's why we're living. Yeah, let me write. Yeah. He already got me thinking in 35 seconds in. Let me go ahead on.
It's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we lived doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older,
maybe the rain is God's pain, his tears. I ain't never thought about that.
maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that
we try to go back to when we were kids, but those shoes don't fit. Not only because you're grown up and you had kids' shoes, so you can't physically put your foot in a kid's shoe, but thinking about it more deeper, right? We want to go back to when we were kids, because when we was younger, it was, oh, I want to get grown. I'm not saying all of us was like that, but majority of us was like, I want to get, I want to be an adult. But now that we're adults, we don't want to be, because we have all this responsibility. And then now you start to see the real. Like when you a kid, you think like you a kid for eternity. Like you only are a kid for 18 years for real. You have the rest of your life to be an adult, a responsible adult that pays bills, that have responsibility. You'll have kids. You'll have a family of your own. Like when I tell you, when I was a kid, and I think back to my childhood, it felt like I was a kid for forever until I became grown. And it was like, dang, like this, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
It's not the things we receive, but but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a...
I'm sorry I keep pausing. He is... Wow. He basically just said what I said in a nutshell. But he said something else. He's giving his time to the people that actually pour into him, that actually make him feel like he matters. You gotta really designate, like you really have to be stingy with your time. You can't be around everybody. Everybody's not for you, and everybody don't have your best your best interest at heart. Like some people don't care about you, straight up. So the people that do care about you, you need to have that relationship. Like we getting too old to have people around us that ain't for us. Whew. And you know what? It hits me a little bit on another level because for a long time I got caught up in history of friendship, right? Friendships that I've had when I was younger. And even though we kind of stayed in contact, we weren't really on that level anymore. Like we was childhood friends. And although we've grown up, we're not really friends anymore. We outgrew each other. And it's okay to outgrow somebody. Like everybody can't go to the level you're going. Everybody can't stay in your life. People are sometimes in your life for a season. Now, there are times where you have people that you did grow up with up until adulthood. And, that's great and all. But for the majority, people change. Y'all go different. Like, y'all got two different, like, you know what I'm saying? I can go on and on about this. But literally, that's happened in my life. And it's still happening in my life. And even in my adult life, where I'm making my friends in my adult life, is beneficial mutually. Like we're pouring into each other, not one-sided. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a real mature relationship because we need friendships anyway. We need friendship. We need people that's going to be in our corner. But I definitely am not for everybody. And I know that. And I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to be for everybody. I ain't everybody cup of tea and everybody ain't mine. Sorry to be preaching y'all, but this song here, I already knew from like the title, Eternity, I knew it was going to be one of those.
Chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say leave it up to fate. Well, fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our body.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Y'all, and he's not lying. And it brings me back to that Oliver Anthony song. Like, you slaving away to put money up for a pension that you get to maybe enjoy when you're 65. Who said you're gonna live to 65? God, God forbid nothing happens to you, but you working all these hours, slaving away, not spending time with your family. Not, you know what I'm saying? Some people like neglect their family for their job because it's work, because it's money. To put away money for a pension, to only get 2 days off. I done been said this. I really want them to, if we could do 4 days on and 3 days off, I'm good with that. We need to be able to enjoy our life. Like work, like, you know what I'm saying? I can go on and on. I can go on and on about this. Because that's literally how they have us. Working until we're 65 to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Well, I got to work my whole life. And I probably won't even make it to 65 with all this stuff y'all putting in my food. That's why I'm going vegan, and that's why I'm going organic. I'm so serious. I'm gonna make me a garden in the back. And you know what? This year is when I realized I want to be more intentional about, let me just wait. I'm gonna just wait. Let me just wait because I need to hear the rest of this. I'll do my little rant at the end because we ain't never gonna get through this.
So 65 that live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged. And that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed. And when we finally realized that our whole life, all the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed. And when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no one else to blame, is the day that we change. It's eternity, no way, no way. Eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way.
What are you doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking? And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
Ooh. Yo, what? Whew. I need to hear them questions back.
What are you doing with your time?
What are you doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? And if it's the all in right now, what?
What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking?
You're giving more than you take.
And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
Wow. Dax is unbelievable. This whole song had me in a chokehold because I didn't hear not one lie being told. I had to write down what I wanted to, because I almost went on a tangent, y'all. I can do that sometimes when something hits me so deep. But a few things that I jotted down, and I'm sorry if I'm looking at my notes, but time is precious. It felt like 2023 was just like right there, like we was just saying Happy New Year 2023. It's now 2024. And the fact that I'm getting older, I had to sit with this because I'm in my late 20s and I'm headed to my 30s. In my 20s, I feel like I wasted so much time, but I didn't because a part of that taught me a lesson and a lot that I felt like I wasted. It's not wasted time if I'm learning from it, right? But for a long time, I thought I wasted my 20s. And I'm battling with the fact that I'm about to be 30 soon. It's a blessing, yes. But I know peers that didn't make it to where I'm, to my age. You know what I'm saying? So if it's all to be taken away right now, if God came and called me home right now, that's deep. I also wrote down this year, I even talked to my husband, like, I want to be more intentional about living life. Like, quitting my regular 9 to 5. Like I told y'all, I'm a teacher. I love teaching. But at the end of the day, it don't give me the freedom. Like I don't get paid a whole lot to be a teacher. That's one. We don't get paid a lot. But not only that, I have young kids. I want to create memories with them. I want them to be able to see the world. I want them to be able to get opportunities that I did not get. So I'm thinking outside the box of how I can create financial stability as well as build wealth so that I can have something to leave them when I am up and gone. And so it made me look at it like, first of all, I can use my YouTube as an example. I did YouTube for like a hobby, for like fun. It's still fun to me. But when you realize you can make money, the game changes and your mindset shifts, because it's like, okay, this is income for me and for my family. And I would love to do this full time. And one day I am. And I put that as one of my goals. One day I am. Because if I'm blessed, I could be a blessing to others. And my family could be a blessing to others. And not only can we do what we need to do, we can help people that need help and put them in better positions. We can all help each other. I'm all about giving. I'm all about giving back. If I have and my family have, that's giving me ammunition to give back. And I give even if I don't have. So I know when I do and I am blessed to have, I'm going to give it fully. Like, whew. And then he said, graves are full of riches of people that never chase their dreams. I don't want to die doing this. Like, not doing this, but I'm saying I don't want to die without me reaching my full potential or reaching higher heights and leaving a legacy. And the only thing that's scary or more scarier than that is because we all gonna die. And I'm not trying to preach at y'all right now, but this is real facts. Because this song made me think. It's scarier when you don't even know where you're going. So if this thing called eternal life is real, right? And you die, where does your soul go? And we know it's a heaven and a hell, right? But even if you don't believe that, what if you turn around and it really is a heaven and a hell? Where you going? And can you spend your eternal life there? You got to live with that decision. And thinking too, another takeaway. The time that you're spending, it can't be redone. Like, the past is over with. Today is gone, and tomorrow is going to be a day we haven't seen and never going to come again. Think about that. Like, that's crazy, mind-boggling. We are 12 days into the new year. Time is flying, and time waits for nobody. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's about how we use it. And I'm sorry I went on a tangent, but I'm going to go ahead and end and get off my little soapbox. But y'all, I had to. Like, that, oh my gosh, that's the perfect song. That's the perfect song. He did his thing. He did his thing on that. Anyways, y'all, if y'all like my video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Also, like, comment, subscribe, share with your mom, your daddy, sister, brother, your grandma, and your grandpa. Bring them all to the AR Squad because we lit over here. Anyways, AR Squad, stay beautiful, stay sweet, and keep your business out the street. Bye, y'all.